Well, it may be a short week, thanks to a Thanksgiving holiday, but progress is getting made. So step one for them, in a short couple of hours yesterday, and then a couple more hours this morning, is pulling out all this muck, dirt. Topsoil is definitely the wrong word. Basically what was under the barnyard for the last 60 years is now pulled out and we're back to clay. We even have a very big pile. A very big pile. I want to be careful how fast I come down that pile. The last step's a bit of a doozy. Now, you want to see the fear on an excavator's face? You put a water line right through where he's digging, because he came to me quite worried that he hit the water line, which, if we hadn't done anything, he would have, but that's why we did something. I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago when they rerouted the whole water line around the barn project. So, he was much more relieved when he knew he didn't hit an actual water line. But he is working on making another very deep hole, because this is where the manure pump is going to go. So the alley scrapers will scrape to the end all the manure into a trench. There'll be a shallow trench that'll drag along here, and then into here we'll drop manure into kind of another holding tank, and then when that holding tank gets full, it will pump the manure underground, obviously fairly deep underground, to get to the bottom of the manure pit that's just over there. So I think what they're doing is prepping to pour footings in the next few days, weather depending of course, but if they do get that, pour footings in the next few days, and we'll kind of be started with the footprint of the rest of this barn. Well, the rush is on. Soybeans may not be perfect, coming off at 18%. Maybe 14 or 15 would be a little nicer, but there's a lot of rain coming as early as the next 3 or 4 hours, so hammer down and let's get some done. Well, so far so good, at least doable. That's basically where we're at. I've been lucky. Tyler and Dad kind of got things started. I moved, and on to Tyler's farm is going to be the next one we try. So I got the header on behind. John's up ahead. We'll pull in, get him set up, and then I'll kind of take over running beans until Tyler gets back, and then he'll take over again. I think he's keen to do his own beans, which can't blame him. All right, let's walk over here together because I haven't actually been over to see what they got done yesterday. The excavator is standing still today. They're calling for enough rain again today. Already had rain last night. Whatever, that's the reality. Yesterday though, what we did do is we got working at soybeans for, I don't know, we had a good 4 or 5 hours of kind of okay conditions. All right. Here's what a bunch of footing areas look like. This is the back of the barn. This is that manure room area, what it looks like built. I don't know what the letters mean, but anyway, actually it looks pretty good. What we got to do now is, I've got my wetsuit on, not because it's raining, but because we are going to do pressure washing in the rain. Seriously, because the 6155 is leaving us today, and I'd like to get the chunks of mud and manure off it. So we're gonna tidy it up, and then we're gonna have a new tractor by supper time. They called to say they're already on their way for the old girl. How about one more round bale? May your next farm wash you more often. And so it arrives. Although it's actually basically the exact same thing, just 3 years newer. It was funny, they did ask that, well, it's kind of rainy today. Are you sure you want us to bring it out because it might get a little dirty on the road? I chuckled a little bit because I said, like, I don't think you know what this tractor is going to go through. It's not going to stay clean for long, but here it is. We'll keep the cardboard down and the plastic on the seat for a little while. Then we'll peel it off and treat it like it's our own. Now that's new. We have not had that screen before. Before, the screen was here on the steering wheel. No screen now. It's up there. Engaging a guidance system on roadways may cause loss of machine control. I will not put it on auto steer on the road. What I will do is back into the garage. We do not need it for today. It'll get to work tomorrow.